We could get a few.
Dante's Inferno is very very detailed, and I've read Dante's Inferno, by the way. But it is here these standard fans.
I've got to move this again.
Just the standard solution here. Actually, Shen should be a little farther up, but that's cool. Player John can do what he wants. He made it to the game 3 of the series, man. The fans don't matter.
Player John
You guys matter, but those fans don't matter.
Kick his feet back.
The way you fan out is only important if the fan out matters, and in this case it doesn't. You guys, I will say, I am impressed with the way this chat has flown, and it does have a flow. I firmly believe the chat is a living entity. So,
the chat is God.
alright, listen, why don't you give me a call when you want to take things a little more seriously. Here's my card. Anybody? Heath Ledger? Come on.
Joker
Yes! He's awesome. I have his whole character memorized in my head. I remember I was telling you that earlier. I memorized it, man. I got him down. Him and Anton Chigurh. No Country for Old Men, but Sudsy, though, doing an excellent job last game. We're going to see if he has it in this game to bring out the, what did he go, 9-0? Some crazy number. I know he was at least 7-0. I remember that. But,
all I remember is that Sudsy has played Corki every single game.
Yeah,
from quarterfinals to semifinals today.
They've made it a priority to get him
fantastically every single time.
I'm curious to see whether Mystic on this Jhin can perform also. He had a bit of trouble against RMU Maroon and getting shoved in here. Jurassic taking a bit of damage. Player John against Chump John. Champion John last game, though. He did really well. And this standard way this lane is going to play out is coming into effect. Again, the trades, Chump John, I am taking a lot of damage here from Player John, so nice play by him. And the junglers are completing their buffs.
Yes, Smite, we're good.
Yeah.
Got nervous.
Junglers are completing their buffs and lurking around the lanes. Oh, that's going to take Gromp, but Rek'Sai might be heading mid here. We'll see. And Shen's doing what he can. Yeah, Henry opting for a gank mid, burns the Valkyrie, and not much else to tell about here. Fairly quiet 3 minutes for the games that we've seen in the past, certainly.
Absolutely. But most of the games have had a quiet early beginning, other than game 1 where Unlucky took the lead very early on and carried the entire game from there. And here we see Henry looking at this top lane. This could be a complete repeat, other than Kha'Zix and Nautilus being swapped around.
Yeah, they might go for a dive here. He's very close. He's in that bush. He's thinking about it. You can see him moving around. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, Jurassic and Kadir is shoving in Ayukura and Mystic relentlessly. Those mantras are just wailing on the bot lane of Unlucky, and it's starting to take its toll. Player John still just kind of doing Player John things. Surprisingly having the shove on the Nautilus here, due to the fact that the Nautilus started with the corrupting potion. I don't think you do that. I think you take a Doran's ring and you shove him in. Because now Player John doesn't have to worry about farming under tower as much, and he's free to be liberal with his ulti. Hold on, Sudsy taking a lot of damage here from that Talia combo. Very well played by Quantum Physics. Quantum Physics also taking the exhaust. So, should they get into a scrap, I think Quantum Physics will have a way or two out.
Quantum Physics actually letting up on that global pressure that we've seen him been seeing him prioritize.
Yeah, and guys, if you could, do try to leave politics out of the stream chat, please. I don't want anyone's feelings getting offended. I know it's a touchy subject, and you know, I think Pastarian Prophet is
just
right.
Wants to make Runeterra great again.
I'll just
no comment.
I'll let that sit. I'll let that sit. I am not gonna. I'm gonna take my, while we're on the top subject of citizenship, I'm gonna invoke my Fifth Amendment right as an American and say nothing. So, But citizenship for cat ears is definitely looking promising here. He's landing everything. I don't know where I was going with that. I guess Parma's foreign, so. But yeah. Let's abandon that.
Abort mission.
Yeah. In either case, the bot lane for Zenith definitely its comfort zone here, shoving in, and cat ears has taken quite a bit of damage, but he still has 2 potions compared to Ayakura's 1. And Jin also does not have his pot, so the bot lane of Zenith have accrued an advantage for sure. And you can see, surprisingly, in the side of Unlucky, they have been able to stall out this early game. A lot of damage coming out from this Nautilus, though, opting to trade into that wave, and player John taking a lot of damage in this top side.
Absolutely. Player John getting smacked by the 40-foot tall Nautilus, who, chat corrected you last game. I know you didn't see it, but Nautilus is not a machine. He is a possessed human.
Possessed human, but he wasn't a diving suit. Yeah, there's a human being inside that machine. But what I'm saying is he's inside like a diving suit. So how effortless it must be for him to press a button and have that anchor go. Like how much manual effort that would take.
But diving suits aren't normally hydraulic. They're normally just a suit that you wear. They aren't very mechanically there.
Maybe Nautilus has, you know how kind of like Corky's black market thing. Maybe Nautilus's suit is automated. Still, he's a sea captain. He's in the Navy. He's got enough strength to do it anyway. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's a naval officer. He's cool.
And maybe he's like a deep sea miner. Or like one of those deep sea welders that get paid like huge amounts of money to like practically risk their life every day of work because their pipes could just burst and then they
hazardous
explode.
duty pay, man. Yeah, of course, as a sea captain, he'd get that. He's like maybe dangerous catch gone wrong, you know. like that's what he was out doing.
What
like
would he reel
fishing.
in with that anchor? He could actually take down Moby Dick in like one fell swoop.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I think he'd kill all the crabs if he hit him with the anchor. The anchor is meant to be something that, like, moors the ship, not that you throw at other human beings.
He's possessed by magical black tar stuff.
Yeah, he's a possessed sailor, and his crew didn't try to save him either. He got completely...
What rude dudes. Not even trying to save your own captain. That's just uncalled for.
It's an unloyal crew.
That's like Unlucky not backing up quantum physics.
Or... Yeah, alright. I'm down.
You have a fan.
I have a fan. Yeah. Hey, Austin. I know who you are. Hello. Black tar, not skin.
That doesn't
What
sound
about
right.
like a Titanic Nautilus? Yes. We'll make him like Titanic themed. You know, abandoned ship, bringing a whole new meaning to people. I don't know.
Hang on, what happens when you build Titanic Hydra on Nautilus?
Then he's Titanic with the legacy item. Unfortunately, quantum physics missing the E there. And the worked ground he's managing fairly well, but this game has been so quiet. There's, you know, it's 8 minutes in. Usually in game 1 and 2, things have exploded, and I think both teams are kind of feeling each other out because now game 3's on the line, and oh wow.
Absolutely.
Nautilus.
Chump John.
Yep, they're trading heavily here. Chump John, though, is not in a position to continue the trade. I don't know what he's doing here. He's taking a lot of damage. The depth charge actually forced from him, and I think he should play it cool.
Yeah.
You know, don't.
Questionable going back in on the re-engage of that fight. It looks almost as if he expected a jungler, but his jungler is on the other side of the map. And here we see Unlucky
This could be
posturing around this Infernal.
interesting. Quantum Physics has walled off the opposing team, but he is taking some poke. He's in the front. Mystic Decay, are they going to get this dragon? It looks like that will go over to the side of Unlucky, but
No fight.
yeah, no fight. They do take a little bit of poke, but for all intents and purposes, Unlucky get away with it, which is interesting. Wow. And again in the top lane, we're seeing these trades come out relatively even on both sides. Chump John looking to turn it around. Yeah, he's doing what he can, but again, player John has managed to shove him in, and the Nautilus shoving in the Shen is key here. And he's got a double Doran's and no more stacks on his corrupting potion. Meanwhile, Shen has opted into a Bombi Cinder, so, you know, do you think that'll pay off for him?
The
Double
Shin?
Dorans, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh wow, Nautilus had a lot of money on him. He straight out bought a Bombi Cinder. Yeah, he'll have the advantage here for a minute.
Yeah, the double Dorans is actually very useful. It makes the Riptide deal just enough damage to clear out almost the entire front line of minions, the melees, and completely clear out the casters, which allows him to push in a full wave with one Riptide ult.
Yeah, and you can see the superior laning phase of Zenith coming through, you know, just as our own team. 103 to 83. Jungle actually is not in favor of Zenith here, but again, 105 to 106 even in the mid lane. A lot of CS in the bot lane though, because Jurassic has been able to shove in the Jhin constantly. So it's natural that Jhin would miss a couple CS under turret just due to the way his kit works. And Zenith displaying a solid early game, although I will say that Infernal Drake more than makes up for the deficit. Chimp John choosing to engage, and Player John taking a lot of minion aggro. You're taking a full wave of creeps, man.
He does not want to lose these to the tower, and Shin has...
It's true, he's down. He's
Almost.
down a large amount, but look at him. He's just, those 3 creeps are whipping on him.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to let these hit the tower because Shin has reasonably low auto attack speed and no damaging spells to minions.
Right.
So he would have to fully clear those with his auto attack, which would mean he'd have to lose CS.
Yeah.
And Player John would rather just tank the damage from the wave. But Chump John put in...
Player John's in a bad situation here. Chump John has the advantage. The depth charge coming out. He might actually be able to finish him off here with an E. And Player John barely manages to make it out, but he's got no cooldowns. He needs to be careful. I don't know if that was the right move. That was ambitious for sure. Yeah, Chump John does take a few tower shots, but Player John's got to get out of there. He can no longer... Champ John. I don't really even... It doesn't matter. He has played like a champ, and he's being a champion right now. He's up 22 CS. Granted, he does have the early pressure, but he's playing the lane correctly and forcing the Shen into an undesirable position. And the bot lane, a similar story. Jurassic up 27 CS on this Ezreal. Moon already completed on him, so it's a matter of time.
Absolutely, that will get stacking up rather quickly.
Deadly Flourish.
Lots of Zyra plants.
Yeah, and relatively quiet still. Not a single first blood or turret, but you can see Zenith attempting to manufacture a lead. They already have a 1,000 gold lead from just CSing.
Exactly, this is what I was talking about with the game against Columbia College Silver. Zenith played super quietly for these first 15 minutes, yet still came out of those first 15 minutes with almost a 2,000 gold lead just based on how good they are at winning their lane.
Yeah, and it's showing up here, certainly. This will, you know, because Jurassic and Cat Ears are always shoving in, it means that they can react quick, and they may even force Shen to a reactionary stand united, and not in a way that he wants it to be. Sudsy, though, doing what he can in the mid lane, but this game has just been kind of a farm fest. Surprisingly, I thought more action was going to happen. We've seen this top lane matchup 3 times now, and in both games, jungle pressure was directed up there to help get one or the other ahead, and that's been instrumental. In the first game, it was the Kazakhs that got ahead off of it. In the second game, the Nautilus was just too far behind. Or too far ahead, rather, if I remember right.
Yeah, at what point did we switch over to the EU LCS stream? With the amount of farming being done here, this would fit right in.
Yeah, I'm curious. The first, and I think this puts more importance on the first fight. I think Zenith are saying, okay, we're just gonna let the first fight matter more. And you know, you have a Drake, but that's okay. We're confident in our ability to manage our lanes and manufacture a lead that way. We're not gonna take any risks. This is game 3, and we think that we can simply manufacture a lead by doing something with nothing.
Exactly. And I do wonder if that first fight that you were talking about that's going to mean more will happen around this Drake. It's spawning in 40 seconds.
Yeah, that's been the only point of contest so far. Deadly Flourish actually connecting with Jurassic. He is not in an ideal position with the health bar right now. I wonder if he'll reset real quick before the Drake, but there's only 30 seconds. He might not get back in time. It's a question now of whether he wants to go into the Dragon at half HP or be late.
Yes, it will look like he's choosing to just go in with low health, which does mean this gets risky.
Void Rush actually used by Henry here. He's deep behind enemy lines. Or no, sorry, he's not. He's cool. Yeah.
Oh, but the wall from
Yeah, the wall from Quantum
keeping
Physics, though.
Sudsy in.
Sudsy is in a bad spot. He flashed over.
flash.
And
Exhaust.
Henry, well, yeah, Exhaust is used. And
Oh!
Quantum Physics actually not going down. Stand United burned anyway. But First Blood given over to Henry. And look at his build. He's going for the Hydra. He's going for the offensive. It's like you said last game.
That was absolutely fantastic from Quantum Physics, landing the perfect Talia combination onto Sudsy, absolutely eradicating that health bar.
Yeah, that wall was very, very good. Essentially gave him no escape. There's no way out, and nice First Blood picked up by Zenith. But now Quantum Physics has to be careful. Or, sorry, First Blood picked up by, unlucky. Jeez. Yeah, I see that the fatigue now is definitely kicking in.
Yeah.
After 2 games, my mental acumen is just not as sharp.
Yeah, the words all start to merge together. All of the games start to merge together. You wonder if you're 50 minutes in or if you're 10 minutes in.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say mental mush, but actually, John, I am getting first tower, so Zenith answering back in that regard. You know, First Blood, first tower is worth more than First Blood.
And here we see, just like in the game against Columbia College Silver, 17 minutes in, Zenith has a 2,000 CS lead despite being down a kill.
2,000 CS is a lot of gold, my friend. It's a lot of gold.
Woo! English.
2,000 CS.
Gold, please.
2,000 CS. This game is done. 2,000 CS is like full build for everybody.
That's
400 on each person. Yeah, that's 6 items. 2,000 CS. I wish. Yeah, 2,000 gold.
70 minutes in.
2,000 CS. 2,000. You combine everybody and maybe get that much. If you're 2,000 CS up as a team,
That's impressive.
we need to have talk.
CC stands for Columbia College, which is the second semifinal match we will be hosting tonight.
CC also stands for copyright claim, crowd control,
That was
cigarette cancer.
what?
I don't know. I made that up. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I have CC. I have cigarette cancer.
Unlucky killed the dragon.
Yes, they did. Clown College.
Clown College.
Watch it, Conan. Your show is not as prevalent as it once was. Sudsy actually going in on Mystic Decay here. Ayukura trying to throw down the Stranglethorns, but he's in a bad way.
Oh!
Gallon actually, oh man, there's so much going on. Chumchana, I'm trying to front line, and the Weaver's Wall is going to separate the team here, but it doesn't look like that's going to facilitate an engage. Chumchana, I am actually trying to get away. Gallon, wow, that was a big seismic shove, and Chumchana, I am actually in a really bad spot. Gallon goes over the wall, and Quantum Physics is in pursuit. Player John spearheading the charge. Jurassic doing what he can to kite away. And all in all, they go 2-4.
Wow. Absolutely fantastic play from this Talia.
At Army said ace.
CC equals cigarette cancer confirmed.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and break down that fight. So what was that about?
What we saw was, pretty much Zenith Esports actually had an invade on the blue side of the jungle and jumped onto Quantum Physics, hoping to burst him out with the Corki and Ezreal jumping over the wall. But Ayakura was there, landed the Stranglethorns on all 3.
Oh, hold on. Mystic Decay's in a really bad spot. Sudsy just cleaning him up, recognizing the overstay, and again, unlucky. That tendency to overstay is just unlucky. They just overstay too much.
Yep.
And Zenith punished him for it. In game 2, we saw it at the turret for that tier 2, and that was the big thing. And now it's just these picks that are adding up.
Absolutely. And as we reach 1945, the Rift Herald goes away. World War II is raging, and we are still on Runeterra, not on Earth, so that doesn't matter.
Okay. Alright. I'm at a point of cognitive delirium that I'm just gonna accept that. I can't. understand where you're going with that. Oh my god. Austin.
Hey, I haven't made the unlucky joke more than once. I'm holding that.
I am trying to make carbon copy. My man. Or woman.
More CC.
More CC.
An unlucky,
An unlucky amount of time. That's great. That's fantastic. Oh, well, hold on. Curtain call and Weaver's Wall used here. Jurassic in a bad spot. The seismic shove actually deletes him. Quantum Physics just cleans up Jurassic. And what a coordinated play from Unlucky. They know how to overstay, but, I mean, that was masterful. Absolutely masterful. Another seismic shove. Quantum Physics has been all over these, and look at the damage they're doing. Sudsy's on the flank. He's trying to find a way in. And I think Quantum Physics is done for now. He's trying to land some rocks.
Throw in pebbles.
Yeah, and that was very well played by Unlucky. Nice use of their team composition.
I'm loving all the CC jokes still. It's like we've definitely moved on, but the chat has not.
Oh, the chat's half this game, dude. I just need some more kills. We need to get going here. These two teams are legendary for duking it out. Although, do notice this. Zenith's gold lead has shrunk off that pick significantly. Not having Jurassic around, I don't know if they feel comfortable with.
Are looking to push down this mid-lane tower with the Corky Triforce, using those Sheen procs about as effectively as you can.
Yeah, it's certainly, the waves are still certainly in favor of Zenith, that's for sure. Their waves and their vision are exceptional. Henry actually trying to look for something here. Quantum Physics taking a huge undertow. Ayakura actually getting bursted down by Sudsy. The Stranglethorns come out at the last time, but Jurassic actually knocked out by the Stranglethorns. He's going to barely make it out of that one. Henry actually goes down to Gallon, and Jurassic makes it out with less than 40 HP, I'm certain.
That was so close to being a death for Jurassic. Got hit by the seismic shove into the Stranglethorns, into the Rex side.
It doesn't look like they're done though. I think Unlucky wants some more. Hold on, that curtain call. What happened with that?
Who knows? We're busy watching the wet noodle fight in the bot lane.
Yeah, none of those must have landed, or he must have canceled or something. Otherwise, the camera would have panned automatically. Yeah, those seismic shoves have been call centers. Oh. I feel like I turned my school into a meme. You're welcome, guys. Have fun with that.
Hang on. So what's CCC?
I don't know. I know that CC is an acronym for many things in the human world. I know two consonants together. Constant? CC? I don't... CC? I do not want you guys to think of all these.
This is the most interesting thing we can come up with during this wet noodle fight.
I don't know. My mind is succumbing to the events of the screen and really the chat. He is here on the top. Right. Okay. I'll just calm down. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, but Henry and the boys looking to contest the dragon here. Sudsy's gonna drag it out.
Sudsy has the package.
This
could be a really, really good fight for the Zenith Esports.
If he can separate them, it looks like Unlucky are gonna bully their way in. Is the engage gonna happen here? The taunt goes on to Gallon. The Stranglethorn's actually coming up, and that zones, but Player John is actually gonna flash away. Jump John I am. Whoa.
The Weaver's Wall was blocking off Corky and Karma from entering. They were locked in the blue quadrant of the jungle, could not join the fight, and actually probably keeps a lot
Gallon's injured here. He has to watch out. That's a lot of chip damage. Quantum Physics is able to put out some massive hurting with that Talia right now. They have to be careful, but a lot of poke coming down. The curtain call coming down from Mystic, and Sudsy and the boys just taking those curtain call shots. Are they trying to get mid-tier 1 frantically, but Unlucky are on the retreat. Nice seismic shove, again by Quantum Physics. Landing those has been instrumental this game. The Valkyrie not doing everything that's expected of it. 4-4 3 dragons now on the side of Unlucky. We've seen that dragon domination in game 1, and I wonder if that's their ticket. However, they're actually down in gold. They've traded essentially dragons for towers, and let's see if they can make that advantage work. What do you think?
I think that Zenith is actually playing a much better macro game than Unlucky, keeping these waves always constantly pushed, taking towers whenever they have an opening. But what I want to talk about is quantum physics in that most recent mid lane fight missed a seismic shove. You actually, you talked about how he landed it, but he did land it, but it was the wrong way. So he didn't get any of the extra damage from his minefield of rocks that damages you a ton if you are knocked up inside of them.
Certainly. Yeah, it's landing it towards the rocks is very important, but still, I think, you know, the important thing is that he landed it in the sense that he has the mechanical skill to do so. Throwing it the wrong direction happens on occasion, but no, in all seriousness, guys, CC stands for my school, Columbia College. We're actually hosting a LAN of our own in the next month or so do look out for that. And I will have more details about that, ideally, to disseminate to you once I can say what I don't even know what I'm trying to get at this point. We're hosting a LAN, basically, not dissimilar to this one. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a regional tournament that everybody's more than welcome to come to, and we hope you'll enjoy it.
Absolutely. But back into this game.
And Gallon actually taking a lot of damage on account of that deadly flourish. Cat here. Yeah, and this game's fairly close. Zenith do still have a slight lead, but 5k at 27 is meh. They do have 3 turrets, and it's a lot of free gold on the side of Unlucky to pick up these towers, and then the dragon will, the dragon advantage will come out for them once they've equalized the tower gold. But can they ever find the waves? The waves, look, they're always pushing towards Unlucky. Unlucky always have perpetual waves that aren't in good positions to capitalize on the tower gold. What do you think they need to do? They've got a Shen splitting for them. Do you think they just need to hold out until the Shen can make something happen?
Honestly, I think Shin will need a ZZ Rock portal to even handle this wave management on the side waves. Because this Nautilus has the Doran's Ring, has the fully ranked Riptide now, and can just tear through these minion waves. And Shin just can't handle that, trying to auto-attack to keep up.
Certainly. That's certainly true, but I think now the question isn't so much in the top lane disparity, but in the disparity between ADs. Look at Jurassic CS in comparison to Mystics. Mystics got 186. Jurassic's almost got 300. This Ezreal is going to be doing way more than the Jhin in terms of damage in the team fights. I am just ready for Jurassic to reap that lead. I want to see him pop off. He's manufactured an advantage. I think he deserves to keep it, not use it at the very minimum.
I am actually intrigued in seeing the gold difference between Jurassic and Mystic K, and it is actually about 1,600 gold. That's a full BF sword and more.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of AD, and I love Jin's voice. You know, just hearing him count. Jin can count. We can count.
He's Count the Count from Sesame Street.
I just let that hang for a second. I'm nearing that point. I just need a fight to break out. I'm restless with anticipation. I want to cast a fight because I'm good at that. I know how to do that, but just fill in the silence. I am becoming increasingly less proficient.
CC
oh my gosh, yes. You guys.
Absolutely fantastic.
You have really got the picture here. You know, that's just too good. I mean, we didn't even.
Oh man, chat MVP.
This stream is great. But not to disparage the game, it's a great game, and I don't want to try and detract from it too much. I'm just waiting for things to heat up. Both of these teams here evidently locked in a very close battle. Zenith still maintaining a 5k gold lead, but that gold lead is going to matter less and less.
Absolutely.
Can't converse. Come on, Conan.
Oh, that's just mean.
Crappy Conan. God. I'm doing my best here, man. Like,
Oh, can't cast.
can't cast. Ah, okay, alright. Okay, you too, Brutai? Alright. I'm down. I'm down. That's cool. Caesar got stabbed like 52 times, 42 times in the Senate, so it's gonna, you know, I can handle a couple, but that one is gonna be one of the stabs for sure. You can see teams now flirting with the Baron. So, wow, the package actually coming through.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Kura just bursted down,
He's gone.
and Sutsuki also bursted down. The Ragnarok popped by a Gallon. The Stand United trying to be used to save Henry. Henry actually does manage to save the Redemption coming through, and Judge Line does miss. So they trade mid lane. Or, no, sorry. Ayakura as a support. Did not get to use his ultimate though, so maybe Zenith look for a re-engage.
But here you see Zenith turn their eyes towards the dragon, and Shin and Jin are moving towards the Baron. This forces Zenith to leave, and Henry is not far behind.
Yeah, Gallon certainly trailing him here, but look at the side wave. Tops. Huge
wall.
The Weaver's Wall is actually used here by Quantum Physics. Quantum Physics is going to try and isolate Gallon. John, I am actually flashing the depth charge, knocking up, but Gallon's actually in a lot of trouble. That wall, the nice undertow.
The flash shot!
Player John is actually, they're in pursuit now, and I'm so lost. This is just such a... The Arcane Shift coming out of the Ezreal, and this fight is just, they're both teams dancing. The Arcane Shift forward! The Dreadline actually lands. Curtain Call opens up by the Jin, and Gallon is actually bursted down instantly. The Stranglethorn's coming through, forces a couple of flashes. Nautilus is exhausted. Wasn't an ideal use. The Quantum Physics is actually on the backside. Nice passive proc there by Nautilus. Henry's going to be soon to follow. And Ayakura, buddy, you're in a bad position. Oh, Karma Q, Mystic, the only one who can defend, and Jurassic going
the
in.
bounce. The final bounce onto Jurassic, just get that tiny last bit of damage. Does not secure the kill though, and that was crazy.
Yeah, that was the explosive fight that we were looking for. The gas in the canister was under pressure, and boom, canister bomb from Call of Duty Ghost goes off, and I mean, at this point I think Zenith have it down to a rhythm. They found the fight they were looking for, and a wall to kick things off by Quantum Physics. Usually he waits until the curtain call comes down, but the curtain call was actually used not in conjunction with the wall this time.
Rest is getting kind of low, but
Redemption
will
coming
walk
down.
away just fine.
Yeah, and now Unlucky are on the back foot, and an 8k gold lead for Zenith. So at this point, I think Unlucky just need to find their footing. I think they should slow down and look for the fight they want. Evidently, Quantum Physics kicked that one off and it didn't work out too well. So, yeah, I would like to see more picks. I think Quantum Physics wants to just use that wall to isolate somebody other than a tank. That was the other thing. They isolated the Olaf. And the Weaver's Wall coming through. Similar story. They've isolated the Olaf here. The rest of the team in a mad dash on both sides. The Olaf saying, I don't really care for any of it. The Ragnarok's pop. Quantum Physics is down to half. And an exhaust was used also. Again, that wall largely ineffective, but the Shen is still in the bot lane, making progress slowly. Player John chipping away at that outer tower, so that will be actually pretty big. Some gold lead. Yeah, Shen's got to do something here. He's got to ult in. The Baron, if it goes over to Zenith, are going to be in a really bad way, and they're trying to face check the curtain call coming over, but too late. And now it's a matter of whether they can get out of their life. Ayakura actually not going down immediately, but he does follow suit. And Quantum Physics, buddy, it's time to go. Shen actually did he ult there?
He didn't.
No.
He did not ult.
Not
or
choosing
teleport.
to.
He's trying to push down this bottom lane
I
tower
don't know.
to try and earn back a bit of gold for his team, but now he's channeling a recall.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he got the tower. I'm just blind.
Yeah,
I couldn't see under it.
still, I suppose base checking was a bit of a mistake, but no ult used to save Ayakura, and now Quantum Physics and the boys have to play on the defensive as Zenith blitzes their inner towers to the ground, At this point, it's going to be a matter of another engage. Another engage actually found onto Henry. The Karma Manager used to speed up Henry in a really painful situation. Player John doing what he can. Ragnarok pop by Gallon. He's going to back off a little bit. And this tier 3 is under siege. Redemption is going to keep Zenith alive. Player John actually in the middle of the enemy team at this point. Champion John I am also taking a large amount of damage. Player John and Champion John. Yeah, the Void Rush. That was kind of strange. He used the Void Rush and then ran back to the beginning. And that tower is under siege. It's going to go down. Will they take an inhibitor? What do Unlucky have left? Quantum Physics doing everything he can to wave clear. But 2 inhibitors now down, and Zenith look like they're in a prime position to close this game.
Absolutely. This is a fantastic siege comp built up with the Triforce on both Corki and Ezreal, allowing them to burn down towers very easily.
Weaver's Wall actually used there by Quantum Physics. He's looking for what he can. He might be able to catch out Gallon. The rest of the boys are far behind. Gallon's pretty quick. I don't know. Will Quantum Physics be able to pick him up? The Undertow actually coming out from Gallon is going to secure his escape. And with the Karma speed ups, the TP actually coming in from the Nautilus. Quantum Physics and the boys are in a bad spot here. Can the Nautilus actually do something? The package coming through. Quantum Physics going down. Ayakura forced to flash out, but it doesn't matter. That depth charge is going to hit him. Ayakura is pretty much dead here. Player John might be soon to follow. Stunned up by the Nautilus auto, and the chase comes through from Zenith. Player John taking a lot of damage, and at this point it's a Mystic Decay. I don't think he's going to make it out of there. And Henry, the only remaining member of Unlucky, as Zenith look to close out the series. What can he do? He's not in the base. His team's got another 30 seconds. This is going to be the game. Chump John I am saying, I don't even care for the minions. We're ending this right now. This series has gone on long enough. And the boys are going to clean this one up. The second Nexus tower is falling. Henry clearly not able to do anything. Taking an Undertow. I think they'll play for KD8. They're not even doing that. They're rushing the Nexus down. And Unlucky is a victim of the reverse sweep. Zenith taking